Everyone now has all the information they require on Ripple Swell 2025. Assume for the moment that this event is packed with speakers, the event's central concept, and other activities. This appears to be one of the most significant Ripple waves in history. Remember my constant remarks regarding Ripple Swell. Additionally, keep in mind what David Schwarz, the CTO of Ripple, told us. He continued, "It's crazy that Ripple, even back in the early days of Ripple Swell, which was over 10 years ago, a blockchain business called Ripple organized an event for banks." He dialed. The term Ripple Swell refers to a gathering of bankers. Considering the attendees and the topics being discussed, the meeting's name does make sense. However, it's absurd that a blockchain-based business would throw such a significant event with such well-known attendees. Let's examine some significant news, the CEO and the chair. This is really odd. The NASDAQ chair and CEO will be a guest speaker at Ripple Swell 2025 in New York City. She will consider the potential outcomes of they discuss the currency system, the capabilities of blockchain and digital assets, and how new technologies and tokenization are transforming their professions. My name is Adina Friedman, just so you know. Furthermore, we are discussing the evolution of the entire monetary system. In the end, people have benefited from the way stocks are purchased and sold. Indeed, the way we purchase, sell, and exchange goods has changed, as has who controls our finances. The structure that keeps them all together is evolving. The NASDAQ comes to mind when. Recall that they recently stated their desire to trade for 245 days, 7 days a week. 2026 is the actual start date for that. This indicates that these major actors are now prepared. Additionally, if we take another look over here at D, there are only a handful of names from Ripple. The Citi has finally arrived. Citi is in charge of global trading and financing solutions for digital assets. In addition, he serves as BNY's Chief Innovation and Product Officer. Following that are BlackRock, Fidelity, Hidden Road, DBS Bank, and CME Group. If we examine at the guest list, we can see that Ripple is another XTX fund. This is going to get really busy, in my opinion. We must give careful consideration to this. However, this is going to be one of the most significant crypto events, We can learn more about the classes throughout the course of 2 days. A wide range of subjects will be covered by representatives from Ripple, the Ripple team, and industry thought leaders to demonstrate how banks and companies are utilizing blockchain and cryptocurrency. You could see all of these things down here. At this, we will discuss a wide range of topics, including industry developments, payments, cryptocurrency and financial services, and advancements in regional regulations. This event excites me greatly. It's a crucial conference that will alter the way these outdated markets function and how money moves around the globe around the clock. Things like this, in my opinion, should be taken seriously by everyone. You should include this crucial event on your calendar just to be safe. Recall these incidents. There will be a lot of news on social media throughout those periods. Let's go on to the most significant aspect of the story. The SEC no longer examines cryptocurrency ETPs. We currently know that the SEC has released crypto ETPs registration guidelines. A fresh exchange document must be filed by every coin that has been trading futures on Coinbase for longer than 6 months. The product should be fine, in my opinion. It is anticipated that multiple cryptocurrency ETFs will be accepted in September or October. Thank you. No, it's easy to see those initiatives here. Yes, XRP would be included in this. Indeed, including Hyde Era, XLM, Chainlink, Avalanche, Dogecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and Polkadot. I want you to realize, guys, that these ETFs aren't just going to make us wealthy. The most bizarre aspect of these ETFs is that they facilitate cryptocurrency's operation on Wall Street. Blockchain technology and digital assets are transforming banking in a way that has never been seen before. There's a lot of noise coming from there as well. They are no longer able to ignore the cacophony because isn't that a lot of it? In the past, they could have prevented this. Their response might have been, "Oh, crypto, it's just a phase," and took no notice of it. But you know what? 2020, 2021, or 2025 could have been the years for such. A lot has changed, hasn't it? Currently, there are more stable coins than any other kind worldwide. Franklin Templeton, Fidelity, BlackRock, and the major banks are all there. That is, the transformation has begun. It's already taking place. You can't ignore it any longer. As a result, these ETFs will gain acceptance extremely rapidly. I guarantee that a significant amount of funding will be allocated to this sector in the upcoming months. We also consider going shopping. Alright, shopping isn't as prevalent as it once was. The large institutions are currently the ones driving this sector. Large investors can utilize these ETFs to introduce many small players into digital assets and the cryptocurrency space because they are so effective. These ETFs are becoming a hot topic in the news, and the general public is also highly interested in them. All of those regular folks who purchase cryptocurrency will return for that reason. In addition, John Squire has given us this. Crypto ETPs can now be traded in additional locations thanks to the SEC. Any old coin that has been purchased and traded in futures for a minimum of 6 months can be used. For XRP and derivatives, that represents a large number of transactions and open positions. More than 30,000 of them have existed. It fulfills all of the requirements. In other words, the XRP. Perhaps ETF will take place in September or October. Let's also consider how fantastic this is. To the Fed, what did I say? In September, October, and December, rates decreased. Consider how favorable the altcoin market is at the moment. I can't express how thrilled I am to witness the actual fireworks in September. At the moment, altcoins are highly intriguing. Let's also take a look at all of the ETF records that are in the possession of the SEC. These all still require acceptance. Over 11 ETFs are available. Some of these names, such as Pros Hairs, are associated with 4 ETFs. As you can see, we are still awaiting over 18 distinct XRP ETFs. These will all queue up as soon as we witness one get the go-ahead. What about BlackRock? A lot of people are asked. Nate Garassi, you posted a fantastic post. I continue to believe that BlackRock will release ETFs for both at Solana and at XRP. It doesn't make sense for the biggest asset management in the world, which holds the top 2 positions right now. 2 of the top 5 crypto assets that are not secure will not be included in Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Also, I believe they will create an ETF based on cryptocurrency indexes. If they do introduce an ETF for cryptocurrencies, I'm confident they'll introduce both index-based and spot ETFs. I am aware that BlackRock doesn't trust XRP, hence it is investing all of its funds in Ethereum. The main focus is on business. When they open the side, it appears that they won't require any more spot ETFs. Clients and potential sellers will believe that Bitcoin is a hoax if you don't. The only winners will ever be Ethereum and Bitcoin. If they are certain, that's fantastic. They don't, in my opinion. Since blockchain technology is still in its infancy, Vanguard is currently more interested in it than Bitcoin. Even if we examine Coinbase's 2025 quarter profit report, I believe this will still occur. Regards, Dom Kwok. The most significant individuals in the cryptocurrency world at the moment are those that own XRP. Coinbase received more trade revenue from XRP than from Ethereum or even Solana. It demonstrates to these large financial institutions that XRP is so well liked that it is outperforming Ethereum and even Solana in terms of revenue. Ethereum is now the second most valuable coin as a result. BlackRock has profited greatly from the Ethereum ETF thus far. I think we may have made a mistake when I look at this. WW, pursuing an XRP ETF rather than an Ethereum 1 second could have been a preferable course of action. Saying, hey, guess what, is the finest way to support this. Targeting XRP second is insufficient. Both Bitcoin and Ethereum already have exchange-traded funds ETFs. Let's launch an XRP ETF immediately to ensure that this is done correctly. Thus, they immediately file. Like BlackRock, any large company that wishes to file may do so. This strategy is quite effective. The SEC's new guidelines for September and October make it much more so. The market is going to wake up big time soon. It continues to occur. I always discuss it. It's likely that many people are unaware that the old season is only just beginning. Even though we are already in phase 2, Ethereum is only just getting started. For when these old coins finally take off, that $3 XRP or $360 is ideal. Guys, when the old season resumes, that number might easily double or triple. I doubt that many.